We're good? We're good. Okay. So setup took a little bit longer than I was expecting, so we're just jumping into it this week. Hello everyone. We're going to be starting again with some more ranking of the Tetrises, and maybe we'll do that the whole time. That was the original plan, but I don't know. The point is definitely putting Aerobiz on the back burner for a little while. I want to reacquaint myself with that game, and then maybe, I don't know, we'll think of something else interesting to do with it. I have ideas. They're not good ideas, but they're ideas, and we'll play with them at some point. But for right now, I'm just sort of trying to get everything back up to where it was. It's taken a little bit more time than I thought it would. If we look over here, yeah, we got our ranking, and so how's our game screen? Is our game screen good? Yeah, no it isn't. So, okay, let's just, there we go, back to our bulletproof software logo. That's a little preview for coming attractions. But hop back to the ranking screen over here. Okay. Get sorted, get situated, move the camera up a little. There we go. And so, as of last week, I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of Super Tetris 2 and Bombless, our current #1 Tetris game. And so, I think it's only logical that we follow that up with, of course, Super Tetris 3. You knew there was a Super Tetris 3, right? Everybody knows that. Super Tetris 3. It's the third Super Tetris. Is there even a Super Tetris 1? I don't know. Now we're up to 1994. What's that? Magicless. Sparkless. Familess. Okay, so is Familess 4-player mode? Maybe I should be watching these attract modes a little more closely. Tell me about your sound mode. Stereo. Sounds good. Okay, so we get into here. Here's the first major problem. Actually, back up. I'm just gonna eliminate that name. There. Okay, so we got Endless and Standard. We don't have Game A or Game B or Game C anymore. And instead of Bombless, we have Magicaless and Sparkless. And I don't know what to do with those, because I cannot for the life of me figure out how they work. But let's go with Standard, I guess. Player 1, round 0. Kalinka. Technotris. Alright, let's go with Technotris. We don't get to hear it before choosing. I have 3 lives. This is standard Tetris? This is a lot weirder than I was expecting. Honestly, I thought this was just going to be the same game again. Well, they certainly put effort into the presentation. You get that good old Super Nintendo slap bass. Is he saying Ringo? That's in a different Tetris game. I'm still having some flashing lights here. That's the levels on this. This is... I think this is... I know, I always say that. I always say I think it's okay and then I turn it down anyway, but... It certainly controls comparably. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How high does this board go? Hang on 1 second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. The board is... it's like 22 blocks high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks wide, that's correct. I'm not sure what the extra height is for. I thought I was imagining that, but yeah, that's like a couple blocks. And then of course there's that borderline. Just sort of a nice little feature. You got this little space to move around up here at the top. What? Oh, okay. It's like, is there a button to speed this up? I guess it's Y. This is really bizarre. But I think what's particularly strange about this to me right now is that they refer to this mode as standard. And by whose definition? This is very different. Why do I have lives? What is going on? Okay, single is only worth 1 row. That 1 line, that tracks. Okay, so yeah, so you just have a line goal that I was not expecting any of this. I played this before. I played Endless, and then I tried the other 2 modes and couldn't figure out anything about them. God, this is just weird. Just giving you no place, you know, again. Whenever you get a surplus of N's and Z's, that's usually what happens. Just gotta put them somewhere. All I can say is I'm... Oh, right. No, what? Start, select. Okay. We cleared a stage. Okay, we get the smooth falling. I used to hate that. These days, I think it's fine. I get what they were trying to do, even if it looks a little weird. It can be worked around. I think my big concern with this is that if it cleans the board after every stage clear, this could go on for kind of a while. In a bit of a drought. Oh, here we go. There, so we got 5 Tetrises that time. Oh, this Okay, you can't quit from the pause menu. I'm gonna be real excited when they add that feature.
Oh no!
Oh no! Hey Jessica. And so apparently we lost a life at okay.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
All right. Apparently we still got the high score. So that's standard? That was just bizarre. But before I pass judgment, look, I'm gonna play some Endless. Here we go. Level select goes up to 20, interesting. Let's... Kalinka? Troika? Okay, they're not much better. Let's go with this one. I hear a little bit of... I don't want to double check this again. Okay. Oh, right, it's not gonna let me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah! It's 10 by 22! Tucks are still possible, but you gotta kind of get them in the animation.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
Okay, that's real interesting. The piece definitely moves faster when it's above that borderline. That's interesting. That is one way to do input buffering.
Bingo.
Yeah, I gotta give credit where it's due. That's kind of clever.
Double. Bingo.
Of course, now we gotta clean this whole mess up that I made.
Bingo. Bingo.
And
Triple.
triple!
Bingo.
I know he's saying single, but it still sounds like Ringo to me.
Double. Bingo. Tetrises.
Good job on that one, Automod.
Double. Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
I guess I could see a situation where someone might use that in a problematic manner.
Bingo. Bingo.
Hey, Kai Mega.
Double.
So, if you recall last week, we were pleasantly surprised by how well Super Tetris 2 and Bombless turned out. And so I decided to start this week with Super Tetris 3.
Bingo.
And so far, this one is a bit strange.
Bingo. Double. Bingo.
Oh, you got Suika game, did you?
Double. Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
You know, in some ways, Suika game does have a certain Plinko-like quality to it. You never really know. Like, as far as I can tell, there's no actual... Well, there probably is a skill to getting good at it, but I don't want to learn it, because just the unpredictability of that game is a big part of what makes it fun.
Double. 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 Bingo.
Hang on. Try again? Nah. I'm gonna pump up the speed and see what happens. So let's bring this all the way up to 15. And try Kalinka this time. Yeah, I got watermelon exactly once. And I think I clipped it, so... I don't know, we'll see.
Bingo. Bravo.
Again, if you'd asked me about a month ago, I would have told you that the smooth animation on the sort of smooth falling here,
Bravo.
I would have said is very distracting and I don't like it. But in the process of doing these streams, I'm starting to get used to it. I don't think it's that bad.
Bravo.
It is still weird though.
Bingo. Bravo. Bingo. Bravo. Bingo. Bravo. Bravo. Bingo. 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 Bravo.
I think there's just a fine line between, you know, something being a little bit off and, you know, me being a little bit nitpicky.
Bravo.
So you try to play each game on its own terms, but like, I don't know, I just can't help but feel like the board is the wrong size. It should be 10 by 20, not 10 by 22.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
But I don't think that necessarily hurts the game.
Bingo. Bravo. Bravo. Bingo. 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 Bingo.
But yeah, I mean, I do test all of these ROMs before going on, just to make sure they will actually work and all that. And
Bingo.
after testing this, my expectation was, like, this was going to be so comparable to Super Tetris 2 that it was going to be hard to pick a favorite between them. And
Bingo.
yeah, I'm not thinking that anymore.
Bravo.
I'm thinking the clear winner has been decided.
Bingo. Bingo.
But yeah, I'm just gonna have to... course it is. Everybody loves Genesis Tetris. And then this comes with Magicalus and Sparkless, and I do not understand either of these. Endless. Just so I don't have to deal with limited lives. Normal. Music's nicer. And now, when we spin the piece enough times, it changes color. And I think that means something, maybe? Here, we can try to get a whole row of just red. It cleared all of the reds. And then we got a gray block. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, timing isn't too tight. You got a little moment there to work. Okay, that cleared all the green blocks. Okay, if we just... that's a single, but it didn't... Oops. Oops. I meant for those to all be green. And... the glowing... I guess that's like a wild card, maybe? Okay, so we can just put that there, I guess. No. Yeah, okay, I think I finally understand this, but I'm not enjoying it. So we're gonna bail out of that. Sparkless. Okay, stage 1. So this looks like bombless. Just drop that right there. That caused that to happen. We'll just put another one of those over here. Okay, I think this is bombless, but the blocks, instead of exploding sideways, they explode vertically. I don't even want to. That's great. Oh, I have to exit. Okay. That was strange. But I think what really throws me off with this is you got endless and you got standard, and standard is just bizarre. I think it was before you got here, Kai Mega, but yeah, it would clear the board between stages, and you had 3 lives, and I really don't know what this game is aiming for. I'm gonna leave it on this screen for a bit because I like the music. But yeah, so oop. No, cancel. Whew. So as I was saying, I was expecting this to be really close between Super Tetris 2 and Super Tetris 3, and no, sir, that was odd in so many ways. I don't even know how to... Was it bad, though? I think... Maybe I am gonna stop that. Was it bad? If I had no other Tetris game, I would play it and enjoy it. But I mean, I could say that about, like, anything else on the list here. Like, if the only Tetris game I had was Genesis Tetris, I would play it and enjoy it. So, like, that's not a really amazing point of comparison. No, it looks like it has decent 2-player mode. It looked like it had 4-player mode, in fact. That's kind of neat. Oof, like, it's such a... Ooh, it is just... Yeah, it's going right here. It's our new number 6 for Tetris 3. Also on Super Famicom. And so, congratulations, Super Tetris 3. You are slightly better than the prototype game. Again, I am genuinely surprised. I thought it was going to be number 2 or 3 on the list, and that's a shock. That's a shock after the test run. And to come back into there and actually try the different modes, it's just it's a weirdly disappointing game. But we do have another Super Famicom game to get to, and spoilers, I kind of hate this one. Like, I really do. I'm gonna play it because due diligence and all that. I'm gonna give it its shot in court here. Once again by the fine folks at Bulletproof Software. And this is our Tetris Battle Gaiden. And so right off the bat, as far as I can tell, there is no single player mode. There's versus against the computer, and there's versus against another player. And at least if you play 2-player, I suppose the other player suffers equally. But we're gonna jump into this. And so we have a series of characters that we can pick from. I know on Giant Bomb they always ban this guy because his moves are... he's too powerful. But I mean, it's Halloween, so let's go with the Halloween guy. And here's the story. Make sure to read that thoroughly so you know what's going on. And so we do get to pick our opponent. Credit for that. I'm gonna go with the bunny guy. Classic matchup. And so this game does a few different things that I don't care for, but the big one I really don't like is you'll see there's a queue in the middle of the screen there between the two play fields, and it is shared between us. So, like, good luck planning your next move when the piece you want could very well just be stolen from out from under you by the other player. The other thing that we want is to collect these little orbs. And so you might... So I'm gonna let him grab that line piece because I want this orb. And then you press up on the D-pad. And you can frig with his game. And frankly, I just think that's terrible. But, again, not as terrible as, like, the shared next queue. Like, that just really irritates me. You gotta play so slowly because you have to keep watching that thing. And he got the line piece, thanks, bud. And he got the line piece again. So I'm trying to wait him out. Ah, there we go. And he just cleared part of his board for free. Okay, so apparently that move would have stolen his magic charges, but since he didn't have any, it did nothing. And so, you know, oh crap, what now? Oh lovely, he inverted my board. Thanks. I get what you're coming from with that, Joey, but honestly, I'm not bored so much as irritated. This game frustrates me. And I'm just taking a dive at this point. And it's best 2 of 3, so I gotta play him again. So... And so I will not be retrying. And if we go into the options here, we can change the game mode. See, comm level easy. That was easy mode. We can change it to Battleless, Tetris, and Rensa. And I believe Rensa is just Tetris but with like a cascade mechanic. So if we just switch this to Tetris and start again, at least now the magic attacks are gone. We'll use our little pumpkin guy again. Okay, there. Here, Kaimagi, you can read the rest of it now. You know, that part at the bottom, there's a real twist. And... okay, the shaman is... why are there dinosaurs in the background? I don't... okay, they're... And so, as you can see, the magic attacks are gone, but we're still sharing the next queue. And I believe there are a few other Tetris games that do that. And they usually have ways of making it a little less frustrating. I think there is one coming up that kind of has a way of dealing with the... you know, the main frustration being that you look at the next window to see what piece you're gonna get, and then the other guy steals it. And he is gradually pushing my board up. I want him to get that square. There. Oh, there we go. Now I just really need to keep him from getting lines for a bit. Damn it. And so, I don't know, like, I just find it really hard to, like, even just getting a handle on the controls, because my attention is just constantly on that little next window. I actually wanted the square piece that time. And he got the line again. And he got the line again. Even though he can't do anything with it this time. Ah, damn it. I thought he was going to get the lines. I moved too fast. And, okay, I won a match. I'm done. I just don't like that game. I just don't. And and I know it has its fans, but like you have to be so slow and so deliberate, and you have to be constantly looking at what the other player is doing, and it just... I think there was a great interview once with... I feel like my microphone is like in the red constantly here. Am I clipping at all? Is my voice getting crispy? But there was an interview with Alexei Pajitnov. Sorry again, I cannot say that name without butchering it. Where he says, like, you know, Tetris is at its most engaging when you're playing right... Okay, thanks. When you're playing right at, like, sort of the edge of your abilities. And for him, he said, like, one of the hard things about, like, doing good multiplayer is that playing at the edge of your abilities often involves essentially you kind of ignoring what the other person is doing. You don't want to divide your attention. And so, yeah, all that time you spend splitting your attention, looking at the other screen. What's the other guy doing? What's the next window? What do I need to prevent him from getting? Like, all of that stuff. That is a skill you could learn if you were very specifically into this version of Tetris. But, like, it doesn't carry over. And I think that's as much of a day in court as I can give it. I can say that there is, if you specifically like that version of the game, I think you could specifically enjoy that version of the game. But, like, I just think it's awful. It's like... this... So, congratulations... Where the hell are the damn brackets? Congratulations, Tetris Battle Gaiden. You are the worst. You are the absolute worst. And I would genuinely rather play the prototype Genesis Tetris game than Tetris Battle Gaiden, and this might just stay at the bottom for the rest of the list. I know there's some bad Tetris games coming, but this one I just find very unlikable. Okay, and so with those out of the way, I think that's all the Super Famicom Tetrises that I had lined up. So we're going to jump ahead, and I hope this runs okay. It did the last time I tested it, but we will have to see if it even launches. There we go. All right. And so I tried this out on stream once before. I was just testing to see if I could get PS1 games to run decently well. And this ran decently well at the time. So I think it'll work. This is from the fine folks at Jalco. Loading. Loading some more. In the world, there are many ruins. This is a story about a professor and his assistant, who are searching these ruins hoping to make great finds. Professor! Hurry, we have discoveries to make! Wait for me! Why is there so much dialogue in a Tetris game? All they have to guide them is an old map. More loading. Classic mode. Puzzle mode. Versus mode.
Tetris Plus.
What he said. So this is a port of an arcade game that Jalco did. I played the arcade one back on audio. Bring that down a little. It was probably fun, but I was just really blasting into my ear there. And so I played the arcade port of this and quite liked it. It's a bit weird, it's a bit different, but I think this time it kind of works, at least as an arcade game. Classic Tetris. Alright, the confirm button is different on PlayStation. More loading. Get some of that sweet Red Book audio in there. This is a little stiff. And definitely doesn't control as smoothly as Super Tetris 2. But the really interesting thing, if you watch that meter on the side of the screen there, the little blue lines along the playfield, this might be running a little choppier because of the emulation and everything. But yeah, so when that line hits the top, okay, the next line levels up, regardless of how many lines you made. And it also goes up faster if you make doubles and Tetrises and whatnot. And then unfortunately the music restarts every time because it's Red Book audio. If we can actually sort of clean up the board a little bit. Here we get a Tetris. See there? And it just shot all the way up, and it's shooting all the way up again, so... At this point, we're at speed level 4, and we only have 17 lines. So... Oh! Didn't even make a line that time. We just dropped the piece and leveled up. So, I know I just spent a bunch of time complaining about how Super Tetris 3 sort of changes the rules in strange ways, and I don't like it. But, I think it kind of works here. I wouldn't want Tetris to pivot entirely to this mode. But if this were an available, like, if this were just, like, one of the options that you could choose to play, I would be down with that. I think this is kind of neat. Just the way that the speed goes up so much faster, and like the better you play, the quicker it speeds up. It's just a really kind of interesting. It makes the game fast. Again, we're at 41 lines and we're already at speed level 10. Like, it just... 44 lines and we're at speed level 11. Like, the game just cruises, and I kind of like that. Do kind of wish it... Okay, and is it slowing down? Yeah, level 12 is a little bit slower than level 11. They're definitely taking some cues from Tetris the Grandmaster. Apparently not the input buffering, though. I'll have to like sit here and try to count the number of blocks to get a sense of like the height. I think it might be.
Single. Single.
I think they might have extended the size of the board again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop. This is gonna be
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Nope, it's standard size board.
Game over.
I guess it just looks taller. Try again? Yes, I'll try again. Let's try again. And so again, we haven't made a single line yet, but you see the meter just slowly creeping up. And then
Tetris.
that's gonna wait for the block to drop apparently. And we level up.
Single. Single. Triple. Double.
Again, I kind of wish the music didn't reset so often.
Single.
I would like to hear the rest of it.
Single.
And the tempo's speeding up, so maybe it is actually... I thought it was Red Book audio, but it might just be, like, really nice chiptune.
Triple.
Or they have a whole bunch of tracks on here of the same music at different tempos.
Single. 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 Double. Tetris.
Over there on the side of the screen, it
Triple.
keeps track of your stats. Tetris, triple, double, single.
Single. Single. Single. Double. Single. 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 Single.
We went from a picture of Moai heads to a different picture of Moai heads.
Tetris.
To a third different picture of Moai heads. It starts getting a little tricky around level 11.
Single.
Again, the controls are a bit stiff.
Single. Single.
Alright, yeah, and then it slows down at level 12.
Single.
A curious decision that was.
Single. Double. Double. Single. Single. Double.
Okay, so the failure cascade definitely starts happening at a certain point.
Game over.
I think the game's calling me Ringo. No, it's trying to say single, obviously. And because it's an arcade port, we have to button through a countdown, and then loading, and then ranking. And I'm stuck on this screen, and more loading. And back to the intro, more loading. Additional loading. Don't you just love the PS1? Oh, the nostalgia. Okay, so I've never actually played puzzle mode. I want to see what this is like. Challenging puzzles. Oh, that tracks, I guess. Where will we explore first, Professor? Here, Egypt looks like a good choice. Indeed, O wise one. The famous Pyramid of Egypt. They really only have the one. But the other ones are just not famous, is the thing. Yes, it is. Let's get down to business. Look, a secret tunnel. Oh, you're right. I'll bet there are hidden rooms ahead. Let's go find out, Professor. Oh no, what's wrong? We can't go forward. The blocks are in the way. All right. Erase blocks and drop the Professor to the bottom. When the Professor gets to the bottom, the stage is cleared. The Professor. When the Professor touches the ceiling, the game is over. Okay. Yeah, so if I drop this, he'll climb over. Alrighty.
Single. Yeah. Ouch.
Okay, they sort of remade this in Tetris Axis. The difference being,
Single. Yeah.
in that one you were trying to get him to climb up instead of dig down.
Single.
You know, Professor, this would have been a whole lot easier if you'd have stayed put.
Single. Single.
It was probably a specific way they wanted me to do this.
Double.
This could be alright if it played better. I think the version of this on Tetris Axis works a little better than this. I mean, much later game, obviously, so credit where it's due.
Single.
Why did you try to climb that?
Single.
Stop climbing that.
Single.
I can't help but feel like you brought this on yourself, buddy. treasure? Nothing. And quite literally, he died. He got impaled on spikes. Oh, and the password is... That's kind of cute. And more loading. So, okay, there's also a versus mode. I don't know. It's probably alright. I guess I'll take a look at it. If it has a versus com setting, we'll see how that is. As soon as we're done loading. Okay, so can I play this? Game between 2 players only. Okay, nope, we can't play it. That solves that problem. You know I don't lift a paw for anything less than 1,000 yarn balls, right? Anyway. The quotes don't show up on the stream. They don't show up over there. Only in the chat. That's a shame. But, so, Tetris Plus for the PlayStation 1. It's got a couple issues. I think it is a little stiff. Some of that might be performance issues from the hardware and all that, running emulators, but it's still a little bit stiff. Even the arcade game that it's based on was a bit stiff. I played that in MAME a while ago, back on a previous computer. It's okay. After sitting down and playing it for a bit, I think the one thing that it really has going for it is that they do change up the rule set in an interesting way, and I would like to see that mode brought forward. Because I think, if you play a lot of Tetris, like the standard game can get a little dull. It gets, so something that just kind of picks it up a little bit and just brings the pace up a little faster. Like that is kind of fun. That is a nice way. But it's got some other issues. And you're going at number 4. Tetris Plus for PS1. There. My keyboard is actually under my desk. I can't see it. There's a whole thing. But yeah. And so there was one other game I wanted to get to today, and I sort of have an idea of what we'll do after. But there's one more. I don't know if you guys were... I'm sure you're all old enough to remember this. Back in the old days, when a game would get a console port, it would get... Here we go. A perfunctory handheld port, just kind of because. And so we also have Tetris Plus for the Game Boy. Because, you might as well port your game to a system that was made famous for a different version of the same game. Of course, everybody's gonna want this, right? And so we've got classic, we got puzzle, we got versus, it's got all the same settings. The music is nice. They let you decide... Guys, really? I guess the option screen has to be there. Anyway. And right off the bat, let me just say that this is, out of every game we've played so far, this is by far the blandest. It's readable, I suppose. And I was complaining a while ago about the PS1 game being stiff. This is even stiffer. It does still have the meter that goes up. It does still do the thing. So they got that at least. Yeah, I'm gonna say Joey wins on that one. But yeah, and I mean, sometimes it just feels like the game eats your inputs. It's at least slow enough that I can kind of test the mechanics, see how it goes. There's absolutely no wall kicking whatsoever. Out of all of the Tetris games I've played so far, even the ones I genuinely don't like, I have to ask, why does this exist? Is it they had the license, so they just did? Is it... I just... I know I complained a lot about Game Boy Tetris when I played that, and I do sort of... I do still kind of roll my eyes when people insist that that's the best Tetris. But like, this is running on the same hardware, and it is so much worse. I really can't. Music's okay. God, it really does. Like it. I'm going to. Still no quit from the pause menu. That's next gen technology. Like, God, it's like everything is just stuck in a pool of molasses. But you know what this really reminds me of? And I mean this quite well. It's like, you know, like when the Wii was like the big system, And you'd have these like shovelware developers would make like bowling games for the Wii. And you just look at them and you'd think, why does this exist? Like, this system came packed in with a bowling game that blows all of these other bowling games out of the water. Like, what was the thought process? And like in so many ways, like you think of like the Game Boy as like the system that made Tetris. What was the thought process behind making this? Like, it boggles the mind. Like, I don't know. Who did they expect to buy this? Okay, it's almost starting to speed up a little. So I was gonna take a death on purpose and then crank up the speed, but... Which for a game whose whole gimmick is the speed cranks up. Okay, so speed level 13 was about the point where I started struggling to keep up on the console version. This just keeps going. I am extremely bored. Thanks for the stats. Apparently I played this up to level 16 at one point. I wonder if I took a dive that time as well, or if I actually played... Try again? How's this for an answer? And, okay, the ranking. I have to say, congratulations to Tetris Battle Gaiden. I really don't like you, but you are most definitely not the worst Tetris game. Because Tetris Plus for the Game Boy has no reason to exist. Oh my god. And so that's our list for right now. As you can see, Super Tetris 2 and Bombless still the game to beat at the moment. But some contenders are coming. Because we're moving through the 90s at this point. We're now into the back half of the 90s, and as I've mentioned before, the passing of time seems to be like one of the big differentiators here. And you know, like you asked, like, is it fair to compare a PS1 game to a Game Boy game? And it's like, well, I mean, one of the Game Boy games ranked higher, so kinda. But the thing that I'm noticing, like, you see them kind of trying different things with the formula, testing stuff out, refining the play control, just making general improvements over time that really don't have anything necessarily to do with push this down a little. Is this? No, apparently not. Or is that just... What am I looking at here? I think it's this one? Yeah, this one. We just... That... Just... Okay, no. Oh, it's fine. It's fine, I'm overthinking. Yeah. So, like, yeah, as time goes on and they try different things, and that seems to be what is sort of gradually making improvements on the Tetris formula. Better hardware hasn't been doing it. It hasn't really made that much of a difference. But unless you can either do one more Tetris game or play... I want to play something else for a bit. So I'm just gonna save this and close it so that we still have our list for next time. And I'm going to quit OpenEMU, and we're going to open Stella, because for some unexplainable reason, even though OpenEMU uses Stella as its core, it won't play any of the ROMs off of Stella. So let's open this up, and so I'm just going to try some stuff here. I'm going to see if I can get some stuff working. We're officially in let's try things territory now. Let's see what happens. If I click on this, yep, get a nice, oh, it's a nice sizable window. And, oh, that's, okay, no, hang on, quit out. Let's see here if we can window capture Stella. Now, will it open? I can't see OBS anymore. I have no idea if that worked. Let's push this way over here. Try again. Push this way over here while we're at it. And select. No, it's not working. And Stella is taking control of my mouse. Options, interface, standard, launcher, image path, God, there's, oop, controller, what? Okay, defaults, don't change those, cancel, display, palettes, renderer, interpolation, so properties, user interface, nope, that's what I just was. Snapshots, help, about. Okay, so playing Atari 2600 games is going to require some problem solving. So we're not going to do that. We're going to have to go back to OpenEMU, and I'm just going to play something else. But I don't know what. Sure. There. We got some Game Boy games, we got some NES games. You know what? Let's play crap. Clearly, that's what the universe is telling me to do right now. Is play some crap. When all else fails, we can rely on Captain Planet and the Planeteers. TBS Productions, game design. Yeah, but it's the. Use joystick to enter password. Press start when done. The Earth is dying. Planeteers. Only you have the power to save it. Hoggish Greedly is planning to drill for oil in our national parks. You must prevent him from destroying our precious parklands and the helpless animals within. The power is yours, Planeteers. You know, it's funny, because I always assumed that the power is yours was referring to, you know, the viewers. But apparently not. And whew. Okay, this ship... We're in the jet thing. I don't remember what this is called, because it's been way too long since I've watched Captain Planet. Alright, we can turn around. We go up and down pretty fast, but left and right movement is very slow. Okay. Oh, crap. We wiped out. Okay, no, you select. Okay, you pause with select. That's good to know. And you use the start button to change powers. So, this one doesn't seem to be doing any damage. And we're down again. Let's go with wind. Okay, wind is like a shield, sort of. This might work. Oh, we're running out of it though. Or no, I think that's health. Okay. Okay, so we hit... Oh, did we get him? I think we might have got him. Can we go under his legs now? Okay, we can go under the legs. And I believe we can use heart to do something to animals? That sounds incredibly savory when you put it that way, but whoop. Okay, the cannons just respawn. Don't bother with those. The planet is dying. It makes me very sad. Planeteers, you must not give up. Hope for there is still time to save the Earth. The power is yours. Oop, okay. This game really is a feast for the sense. Oh, you explode when you touch water. Okay. Yep. Somehow I feel like we're doing more damage to the ecosystem than the bad guys. Oh. Nope. Okay, wind, or is that's water. And it isn't hurting anything. I don't know what that does. I guess we just gotta stick with fire. What about earth? Okay, earth is just lobbing rocks. It's probably better for ground targets. Heart is that. Hey, Levy. It's a bit of a problem since one of the characters in the plane has the power of water, which makes this a bit of an issue. Okay, yeah, so just ignore the cannons, I guess. We got another one of these. Oh, we can't turn around. Oop. Alright. This certainly is still going. Oop. Oop. It's a good thing that, oh, planet's still dying. Just love the... Planeteers, the planet is dying! Go fly around in a private jet! You know, so you can save the planet! Because as we all know, real pollution comes from cartoonish supervillains who seem intent on destroying the planet for no other reason than the sake of it. Okay, so I actually do have a limited amount of firepower. Literally, fire power. Which means I don't know how many lives I have. Do I have to press select? Do you find out by... Okay, yeah, you gotta pause to see how many lives you've got. Of course, we have the classic problem here of your best weapon requires you to line up straight on with enemies in order to shoot at them, and then all they have to do is collide with you in order to kill you. And I genuinely don't know how to get past that. Maybe I am supposed to use one of the other powers at that part. Oh, hang on. I want to try. What happens? Okay, no, that's just decoration. I have no idea what heart does. To be fair, neither did the producers of the show, so. And Mati really got the short end of the stick. If we switch over to Earth, we can lob some rocks that are impossible to aim at these cannons. Got one. Okay. Now, if I switch to water, if I hit the oil with water, does it do anything? I'll have to actually land a hit to find. Nope, it doesn't. What about wind? Nope, not wind either. The scary thing is that this might actually be one of the more playable Captain Planet games. Oh, I got some kind of upgrade. And it lowered my rate of fire, making it worse than the other weapon. Okay, but it has piercing. Still. But apparently Gaia is sad, so we should do something about that. I'm gonna switch games after this, so I'm just gonna play this one more time. Okay, it seems like if you clear out an entire wave of those jets, you get some kind of power up. Just good luck with that. So maybe I should try switching over to the shield, see if I can take him out that way. Got hit anyway. Lovely. They did, Chimega, and it really didn't work out. And, this is the reason why global warming happened. So... Oh, what else have we got? Got 15 minutes. Let's play something here. Let's try this one. I played a little bit of this, and it was interesting. I feel like I've heard you talk about this game, Chimega. The legend has become like a dream. In the beginning of the Demon Age, the dragon monster was revived in hell. The Fuma The Fuma brothers fought against him but were not able to defeat him. And their Hadokens were taken, okay. The last Fuma swore to retake the Hadokens. Ah, there you are, you are of Fuma. Go to the devil and do battle. So this is either... Hey. I'm trying to see the name of this. So this is called... This is either called Getsu Fuma Den or Getsu Fuma Densetsu. Haha, welcome to hell. You are to defeat the dragon and take back your family's great Hadoken. Now go and do battle. So I know there's like, they turned this into a roguelike a couple years ago. I played a bit of that and I might try it again sometime now that I know. Because I remember thinking like, man, why is this game like this? And, you know, maybe it's like that because it's in reference to an old game. So, I think those wisps are... I don't know what they do, but you gotta collect them. You got a pretty good arc on your swing there, so you can hit things from different angles. Oh. Yeah, so I definitely was familiar with the remake first. And then the path branches here. Whoop. Okay, so I guess you can't like deflect the snowballs. Which is pretty impressive for snowballs in hell, but I see a village over there, but I think I gotta pass through. Oh, wait. What's this? Ha ha ha, you. Have an odd sword. I saw one Lycite in a southern cave. This definitely has like that classic Konami look and feel to it. I don't think the music quite sounds all that Konami-ish to me. I'm used to them having like those super chunky drums and just like the really sort of really tight bass lines and all that. Ooh. On these islands you will find shops with new weapons. I've yet to find one so far. That giant bamboo is giving me the evil eye. Air control's real interesting. Okay, now if I go up this way... Hey, it's a shop! Actually found one. Okay. Buy something? Yeah, healing. Please. Good! Any more? That wasn't healing? Goodbye. Oh. Attack, defend. Okay, so if I just go... I wonder if maybe this path is just super hard and that's why it takes you to the shop quicker. Oh. Okay, these guys are fast and they take 2 hits. There's not a lot I can do about that. I'm probably supposed to have a better weapon, maybe. You want to pass, don't you? Then fight me. Will you? Sure. Well, that went well. That didn't go much better. I see you have fallen. I will give new life to your torn body. Okay, live and quit is a pretty great menu. I gotta say, that's good stuff. But I assume I'm probably supposed to do some gold farming, power myself up a bit, and then fight him when I'm actually ready. This looks like we're definitely getting into you gotta read the manual territory. Which, fair enough. But either way, food from the other room is starting to smell pretty good. So, I want to thank y'all for coming by. Thank you for hanging out with me and chatting and doing all the fun stuff. I'll be back on Tuesday with some more Halloween-y kind of games. One in particular, but I got a couple backups in case I get bored of it before the 2 hours are done. And, yeah, Arcade Pit comes on tonight. Check that out with Smite. I think Joey said he wouldn't be available to stream on Monday, but maybe Greg will be streaming. I don't know. I'll have to consult with everyone, see what everybody's schedule is like. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks again for coming by, and I'll see you next time.